Well, good morning, baby, and welcome to the road trip special. I managed to get my buns out of bed, and I'm just pulling out of the driveway on the road for a quick trip to go see Mom. And if anything exciting happens, I'll try to grab my phone and take a little video. And I love you. And I had a great talk with you last night. I'm so excited. It's so beautiful just sharing those intimate moments with you of our lives. It's so crazy to think that we've gone so deep and haven't even physically been in one another's presence yet before. Crazy, 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 baby. I've been praying as I've been getting up and going on about my stuff. We've had so many things, Lord. Oh, look at that. I just accidentally start praying again as soon as I don't recognize what's going on. Anyway, enough of me babbling. I love you. We'll check in soon. Well, baby, I'm in Prince George, man. She's a nice windy day today. I have to stop and say hi to some people here. I drove past them, and I love it. You're gonna see. We got a few little holdouts over here having a little protest, so how could I not stop and say hi to these good people here? Hold up. Well, I just prayed with some protesters about that God would preserve our freedoms. You see them in the backgrounds there. They're holding their signs at the intersection here in Prince George. A little holdout, God bless them. There's some good ones up here, let me tell you. Well, baby, I'm between Prince George and Vanderhoof. I would like to get some shots for you of the different things, but you know, the thing is that it's just driving. It's just the splendor that I'm surrounded by while I'm driving, and I can't really hold up the phone and get shots whilst I'm driving, because I'm doing something like straight up illegal if I do that. You know the deal. So anyway, so I thought I would just take a little random video for you and just let you have that. I'm not gonna pass this guy. So when you get north, or I guess it'd be west of Prince George, kind of northwest, I think, out toward Vanderhoof, I don't know, you'd probably consider Prince George to be kind of a redneck sort of situation in some sense. A particular spicy kind of redneck, a northern, sort of like a poutine redneck, you know what I'm talking about? We're kind of classy, but you know, we got that good bent. But you get out towards Vanderhoof, and it goes from here to like here. You know, we got like a whole nother level happening. You know, to you, Prince George is a small town. You know what I'm talking about. But Vanderhoof, you're talking about maybe 3,000 people. It's little. It's just a baby. It's just a baby town. And Vanderhoof is an interesting place. Vanderhoof is like a mini little Bible Belt. Lots of churches, lots of believers in Vanderhoof. And it's where an American boy and Canadian girl from Saskatchewan met and fell in love and produced this handsome creature you're looking at right now, with all humility. So Vanderhoof's a pretty special place. It's also the place where Granny lives. Good. Granny's good stuff. That's my dad's mom. And it's also the place where Aunt Susie lives. That's my dad's sister. And a bunch of my cousins and so forth. And so It's one of those places where my family has history. McGowans are kind of interesting. Because McGowans, my clan, we tend to live in one of two places. We either tend to live in British Columbia or Nebraska. Interesting. And my mom's side of the family, the Giesbrechts, who are full-blooded Mennonite, they tend to live in one of two places. In British Columbia or in Saskatchewan. But you know, the truth is that every place the sole of my foot alights, every place it touches, the Lord my God has given it to me. And baby, I can't wait to expand that territory, to break some new ground, and to get a whole new McGowan kind of thing going. We got a little scatter here and there in other places, but yeah, I can't wait to make a whole Nevada territory for McGowans. How about that? Anyway, I love you, sugar. I'm just babbling. So hopefully I find some good stuff to show you at some point for scenery, and it isn't too windy, because it's a windy day. So yeah, I love you, Andreína. Bye, baby. Well, that was Vanderhoof. What'd you miss it? Must have blinked. So now this is between Vanderhoof and Fort St. James. She gets kind of flat and farmlandy around here. Well, I'm finally on the road to my parents' house. Here we go. It's got beautiful fall colors on these trees, doesn't it, eh? Look at that. There's no finger joint mill there. That's closed now, I believe. Yep. Just about there. All right, now how's this for a driveway? This is something now, isn't it? Not really all that possible to keep her from being bumpy. That's okay. I think you get the idea. And here we are. Yeah, it's not a bad little view they've got here from the deck. It's also out the living room window. Pretty good stuff.
Say,
Okay, my parents are gonna say hi.
say, hi Andy, it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be super weird.
Hi, Andy. Wish we could meet you in person.
Before I leave the fort, let's show you Stewart Lake. She's a windy one. Well, so it continues, leaving Fort St. James after a great visit with Mom and Dad. It's good times. I didn't get as much footage as I hoped I would get for you on this road trip, Andy. And I know it's a little extra, it's just extra stuff. You know, a little bit of extra here and there that I want to pinch for you to make a video. And I didn't even get to any good spots with quite as beautiful a scenery and things like that as I wanted to. And it's hard because I want to give you the world, you know. I'll give you everything I possibly can. You know, you're a daughter of God, and that makes you a princess, and it makes you a queen, and I want to give you gifts that are worthy of a queen, and I want to make you happy for as long as we both shall live. So, yeah, I wish I could give you more, but I gave you what I could, so there. I really appreciate this playlist. Wow, this Spotify playlist you made me, amazing. Such amazing worship music, baby. It's really lifted my soul on the way back. I'm almost back to Grinnell. I'm just passing by 10 Mile Lake now, and yeah. So all of that. Appreciate the messages. Appreciate all the goodness that you share with me. Appreciate you talking about that little man, Mr. Crew. What a party he is, hey? Yeah, appreciate you telling me about that good church, that good walk church. Yeah. All I get to do is listen to Pastor Hayden's sermon on podcast. But that's pretty good. We live in a pretty wonderful time when we can do that, am I right? Yeah. Can I get an amen? So, I have nothing else to say. I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm so grateful that you enjoy listening to my little rambling. And I'm going to use the word babbling again. Babbling! I love you. And you're my special girl. And the road trip special is done. Blah! I had a thought, so I'm adding this in at the end. Let me know what you think. I've been listening to your playlist, Andy, that you made me on the way home, and it's just like touching my heart. Good worship music, Jesus music stuff. And it's really helped me. Really helped me today. There's some lingering stuff that I was kind of struggling with. And I thought about how Saul had an evil spirit from the Lord. And that's a past statement, by the way. So you're like, what does that mean? It's like, join the club, because theologians would have their wrong with that. And so Saul had an evil spirit that would plague his mood whenever David would come and play for him. Come and play his heart. The evil spirit would depart from him. And also Saul, you know, if he'd be going, he'd be like, you know, later on when David is running from Saul for his life, and Saul's like, let's go kill David! Get a bunch of dudes with spears and swords, and let's go get him and his guys, and let's murder, die. And when he's doing that, and then the company of the prophets had come along. The prophets come along, they pray, they're singing, they're like, the company of the prophets, they're like God hippies. They come along, they're singing, and they with their tambourines, and they're just worshiping God, and they're just traveling, worshiping God. There's a situation going on. But then whenever Saul would get around them, the Spirit of the Lord would come back on Saul. The Spirit of the Lord had departed from Saul. The Spirit of the Lord would come back on him. And then they'd be like, Saul! They'd be like, Abner, what's going on? They'd be like, we lost Saul again. Company and prophet came by, they were worshiping Saul, worshiping. You know, he just, he'd like, he'd like lose his mind and become a different person and just get caught up in worshiping God, and they just had to wait till it ran its course. Saul made some mistakes and God withdrew his spirit, and sometimes I wonder, why didn't Saul give up the throne? Why didn't he just give up the kingdom? Why didn't he say, I don't care about my legacy. I don't care about this, about being a king. I just want God. Why didn't he just try to worship God for the rest of his life and get back with God? Yeah. So, that's what I thought about listening to your worship playlist, Andy. Yeah. So, that's how it is. This is how the video is. That's my